Welcome to Awesome English. I'm Dan and this is lesson 2 in our narrative series. Today our learning objective is to learn about the micro of narrative text types. Now micro means the little things that go into a text type, the features and the grammar that are specific to that text type. If you watched lesson 1 in this series, you would have learned about the macro structure of a narrative text. Today, we're learning about the micro. Let's get into it. Let's check in on our awesome checklist. This is what we want to achieve by the end of the lesson. This is our roadmap to success. So pay attention. I'll be testing you on this at the end of the lesson. Now, you can check out more of these videos on our channel. They provide more detail into what these features are, and it'll explain how you can use them to make your writing awesome. So today, this is just an introduction into the micro elements that you may include in a narrative text to make your writing awesome. So things you might include: literary devices such as personification, similes, metaphor, pathetic fallacy, really great adjectives. All of these things make your writing more interesting and engaging. Then you may want to include fronted adverbials, adverbs, joined writing, a mix of sentence types, simple, compound and complex sentences. That adds variety to your writing and makes it, again, more engaging for the reader. You may also want to include a really great paragraph structure, direct speech and indirect speech. And then finally, you might want to think about including good past tense verbs, both regular and irregular past tense verbs, so that your story is placed in the past, because most stories and narrative texts are about events in the past. All right, so now we know the focus of the lesson and we're getting introduced to these key features. Let's keep moving. Whoa, I feel so lost. Where am I? Do you ever feel like that with English? That everything looks the same? Well, it's not like mathematics, is it? Where you can see it's an addition, subtraction, multiplication or division question. In English, we need to look for the features, the micro, macro structures. That's how we determine the different text type. Is it a narrative? Is it a recount? That's how we work it out. Let's keep learning about narrative micro elements. Let's go that way. Okay, I think I know where I am now. I think we're working it out. If you're in class, talk to the person next to you. If you're not, you can just say it out loud. See if you can remember our awesome checklist today. Can you remember the micro elements, the grammar and features of a narrative text type? If you can, spend a few minutes, brainstorm out loud or talk to the person next to you. How many micro elements should we include to make an awesome narrative text? That brainstorming session went well and you were able to list as many micro elements and grammar features that you might include in a narrative text. So give me a thumbs up if you mentioned literary devices. They're things such as similes, metaphors, personification, pathetic fallacy. There's so many great things that you can include within your narrative text that adds detail and engagement for the reader. Give me a thumbs up if you mentioned fronted adverbials or adverbs. Again, they catch the reader's attention and change the pace of your writing. How about if you mentioned joined writing? It not only makes your writing look better, but also can improve your fluency and the speed in which you communicate your ideas onto paper. Paragraph structure. Such an important part of your writing, to make sure you structure well-written paragraphs. How about a thumbs up for a mix of sentence types? Simple, compound, complex. They add variety to your writing and they give the reader a bit more engagement because not everything's the same. It helps them engage and be interested in what you've written. Direct speech, indirect speech. Again, it makes your writing exciting. And then finally, the big grammar element that's so important in narratives is, that's right, you guessed it, past tense verbs. Putting those things in the past tense, because that's what narratives are. They're stories that have happened in the past. Now remember, if you've subscribed to our channel, there are loads of videos on how to write these literary devices and these elements in detail. So if you want to learn more, please check it out. All right, let's keep moving. Now it's over to you for some independent work to continue to consolidate your knowledge of narrative text. So today's learning objective was to learn about the micro elements of narrative text. Hopefully, by the end of this lesson, you can at least list them and maybe explain a few of these elements. So to take the next step, maybe you can tell somebody about them. You might want to test yourself at home. You may want to watch some of our other videos that describe these literary features in more detail. Either way, remember, practice makes progress, and you've got to keep working hard to improve your writing. All right, guys, let's keep moving. Thanks for learning with us today. Now remember, if you found this video and this lesson helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to access more of these great videos to help you become an awesome writer. And I'll see you next time, and remember to stay awesome.